Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. I'm back! I know, it's been a long time since I've been here live. Pretty scary, huh? So, it's been like a month since I have done a live. How sad is that? So I'm going to apologize up front in case there's a lot of mishaps going on during this video because I'm a little bit out of practice. So I hope your week is going well. If you happen to sign on while I'm creating this video, please say hello. If I don't speak to you right away, please know I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing, and it's hard for me to even chew gum and walk at the same time. So crafting and looking at comments is probably a little dangerous for me. So we're playing with the September Paper Pumpkin Kit. As many know or may not know, I was gone for quite a bit of September, and even when I was home, I didn't have a chance to really do much other than get my normal classes together. So I'm a little late in playing with the paper pumpkin, but that's okay. So this is my alternate card. The kit made these treat holders, and then the box you could turn into a wheelbarrow. I'll show you. Mine is very, very rustic because you have to cut out the pieces to create this, and I pretty much manhandled mine. I probably used the wrong scissors, but here is my end result. Such as it is, it's falling apart already. I ended up using a brad for attaching the wheel because it wasn't holding. My glue gun the hot glue didn't work. These guys were all crooked, but this kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like when it's done. See, I had a real tough time with these guys. But these are the little treat holders. They came in several different colors. This is the soft succulent. And then the other side of that paper is this red that makes an apple. Cute little leaves. And I can't remember how many it makes. 8 or 10. I'll look at the instructions here in a minute. But that's what what you could make with your box, such as it is. So, and this is the little tissue paper inside the kit. I struggled with that too yesterday. So this shows you how out of practice I am in crafting these days. So we're going to set this poor little thing aside, and I'll show you my card. This is what I came up with for my alternate, and I am pairing it with the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. Let me give you the measurements on the card. I did remember to do this time. So our card base is in Pale Papaya. It's cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. This outside layer is a die cut using the scallop contour dies, and it's an evening evergreen scrap that I use. And when this is die cut, it measures 3 3/4 by 5. And then my inside layer is also cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And I'll show you my scrap page that I made. I had so much fun with this page. Let's see, make sure there's no glare. Okay, there we go. So this was actually Charlie's first Halloween, and I'm using a basic gray. This is from the Neutrals 12 by 12 pack of paper. It has a basic gray. The basic black is not included. This is a piece from my stash from long ago. So this is 12 by 12. The black is cut at 11 by 11. My basic white is 10 3/4 by 10 3/4. And then I have a piece of 8.5 by 8.5 smoky slate. I paired up the paper pumpkin with the Cute Halloween Designer Series paper. This piece is cut at 4 inches by 6. This piece is 2 by 6, and this little piece here in the corner is 2 by 2. And then these little pumpkin faces are actually the bottom of the treat holder and the stickers that are included in the kit. I used 2 more of the scallop dies from the scallop contour dies for my title, which is actually the stamp from the paper pumpkin kit. And then I journaled using our basic black Stampin' Write markers. It's actually the only marker you can get as an individual marker. And then I used some of the cute Halloween stars. This little ghost, he is actually punched out of the designer series paper with the Halloween punch. So didn't that turn out cute? I had so much fun with this. Little Charlie in his Tweedledee outfit with his mom being Tweedledum, or maybe she's Tweedledee, I don't know. And those are his sisters and aunts, and his dad's in the background there, but I cut his poor face off. So, but it gave you the gist of what was going on that night. So let's get started with our card today. Oh, I gave you all the directions, or the measurements, and everything, all the directions and everything will be linked in my blog post today, and I'll have them linked in today's video, and this is the host code if you choose to shop with me. For those that don't know what Paper Pumpkin is, it's a monthly kit that comes in a box like this, except this one was a wood grain one, and it has everything you need for that particular month to create either cards or treat holders or home decor, and it even includes adhesive as far as your mini glue dots, your dimensionals, and that kind of thing. I think it runs $22, which includes your shipping plus tax, and you get it every month. And there's no obligation once you start the subscription. If you find that it's not for you, you can always cancel. So let's get started here. Pull everything over here. So the instructions on this kit, I'll show you these were the actual treat holders, and you can see that's how I die cut my little pumpkins, and it came with the orange, and see that's where the little tab is that I cut for the pumpkin face on my scrapbook layout. But these are the different patterns that come with it. There's the red, and it has these little, they're little twist tie things, but they're thicker than that. I think they're made out of raffia, but it's a really stiff raffia. And then the printed directions that come with your kit look like this, and there's step-by-step instructions, so anybody can create these kits. Okay, so let's get started on our card today. And again, this is the Pretty Pumpkin bundle that I used. And there are the dies. I thought it paired really, really well. I've already die cut everything, so all we have to do is stamp and put it together. I figured easy was going to be good today for me, since this is my first day back after a while. I get out my Stampin' Pierce mat so we can stamp our little tag and our inside and our envelope. I'll put those aside. This is actually made, I die cut this out of the In Color shimmer paper. Let's see if you can get a look at that shimmer. It's shimmer vellum. This one is in Pale Papaya. I started out with a soft succulent, but it got lost on my paper here. So I'll show you how I'm going to glue this down. I just took an old sponge. It was left over from back in the day. You could use a dauber, you could use the adhesive sheets, but I just went ahead and used a sponge. And I'm going to add some of our Tombow liquid glue. And I'm just going to dab a little on my pumpkin and get into those little intricate places. Like so. Set that aside. I'll clean that when I'm done. And I'm going to use my tweezers. Couldn't craft without my tweezers. And I am going to glue this guy down right here. It doesn't have to be straight. There. Okay. Now, my little pumpkins that I've die cut already, I'm going to add them with mini dimensionals. My other kit here. These are the rest of the insides of, if I can get this open, the kit, the stamp set. We're going to use that to stamp the leaf. And there's those little stickers, the pumpkin faces. Let me get my little mini dimensionals out so we can glue our little pumpkins down. I'm just going to add one there. And, oops, we want to put this one here, like so. And I'll put one on this side. I like our little mini dimensionals. If I could buy dimensionals and rhinestones by the case, I would. You know me, I use them all the time. So get these off here. Try and set these aside so they don't end up on the floor, and Chloe brings them in. Hi Beth, how are you this morning? So we're going to set our little pumpkin here, and we're going to set this one here, and then we're going to add our little tie, or our little the little tag. This is one of the tags that comes in the kit, and we are going to use the stamp that says, "Hey there, pumpkin." And I'm actually going to use Evening Evergreen for the ink. I love using that for sentiments. It's such a sharp ink color, and it also coordinates with our layer here. Make sure we get this on straight, because knowing me, I will stamp it crooked, especially after being gone for so long. Okay, so the two inks I'm using today are Evening Evergreen and Pale Papaya. Let's go ahead and stamp this guy. We're going to put him, looks like I've got him a little on the crooked side. That looks better. We'll stamp him right about there. Ta-da! It's amazing. I thought sure my first stamp would be crooked. But we're not done yet, Lori. Okay, so I'm going to, let's close this up because I know I'll put my elbow in it. I'm actually going to use mini glue dots on this guy, and I am going to put him right on our little pumpkin here. Did I miss it? I did. I missed it. Let's try this again. It just doesn't want to go. Okay. Did it stick? It did. Hooray! We're going to stick him on there like that. And then I'm going to add a piece of that sheer Pale Papaya ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a faux bow, aka a knot. Hopefully I have enough here. That was a pretty small piece I snipped. Come on. We can do this. There, got it. All right. Get him all twisted there. We'll add him with another mini glue dot. This must be an old pack. Okay, we're going to stick that right there. Stick him on. And then just kind of tighten up that knot. Here, let's trim those edges a little bit so you can see the sentiment. There. Cute. Okay, we're going to add some more dimensionals on this guy to layer him on our card base. Love lots of dimension on my cards, as you know. Put one there, and one there, and one there. Trim my nails and I'm having a hard time getting those backings off. All right, here we go. Fold our card front. And we'll just add him to the front. I love this die. There we go. So he's on there. Now, of course, we got to add some bling. We're going to add some of the Genial Gems, which come in Pale Papaya and the Soft Succulent. And we'll put him there. Let's add one to his there, and we'll add a Pale Papaya one here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add one more so that we have an odd number. We'll add one down here. There. Oh, we forgot the leaf. Let's stamp our leaf. I knew I was forgetting something on the front of this card. So the ink spot that comes in the kit is soft succulent with the soft succulent leaves. Oops, there went the kit. But I wanted you to be able to really see the leaf, so we're going to stamp it in the Evening Evergreen. And these are the leaves that come in the kit. I see a couple of more scrapbook layouts using that. Let's see, we'll get our little leaf here. Get the veins. Some people said it was easier for them to stamp the whole sheet before they pop the leaves out. And I was not so successful with that. There we go. I like popping the leaves out first. Let's close this up and we'll add that also with a mini glue dot. Where'd I put them? Oh, okay, I've got some here in the kit. You're probably seeing those mini glue, or the mini glue dots and saying, Lori, they're right there. How can you miss them? Well, I can. Oh, bless her heart. Oh, that reminds me. When we were in Texas earlier in the month, I found a cup that said, bless your heart on it. I'll have to get it and show you next time. So there you go. There's the front. You can see how different the two of them are. So now let's work on the inside. The inside, I'm going to use the stamps from the Pretty Pumpkin bundle. We're going to stamp this real pretty pumpkin. Haha. We're going to stamp him down in the corner. Make sure that's not the envelope I'm stamping on. Here. We're also going to stamp it on the flap of the envelope. There. Okay, that's all I need that for. And then the sentiments from the Pretty Pumpkin, I'm going to stamp in the Evening Evergreen. This one says, so thankful for you. And I chose to stamp it down towards the bottom so that it will kind of hug that pumpkin. And it's something a little different. And then the one for the back of the envelope, I think this was my favorite sentiment. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. And I thought it was really cute for the envelope. Just like that. See how quick and easy that was? Even though I couldn't find my dimensionals or my mini glue dots. So let's glue our inside in and we will be done. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Clean up your mess, Lori. Okay. Well, after being gone for a month, it wasn't too painful, was it? She tries. All right. Well, I think my measurements are a little bit off on this. But that's okay. It's a handmade card, right? Oh boy. All right. So there's our two cards with our matching envelopes. And there's the inside. One more peek at the scrapbook page for those that didn't see it. Here it is, using the Halloween paper. And that's it. We're done. I figured I was going to keep it at one project, being I've been gone for a while, because you never know what's going to happen with me. Thank you so much for stopping by today. When I get off here, I will finish up my blog post and I will link it to this Facebook Live, and then I will upload it to YouTube for those that watch it on YouTube. Thank you again for spending time, and I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. Take care.